in the Noah's Ark. They never really pulled it completely out, but they found it. So when they talk about, oh, it's never been found, people don't follow the facts. They don't follow the information. Like even the Ark of the Covenant, one of the most important objects on the planet, and nobody knows where it really is right now. Why is that? The sword of the sword, the lance that pierced Jesus, that was fought after by country after country. To show you the controlling factor of that alone. So where are we going with our belief, our teachings, and all the knowledge? Science is helping us take a step forward in what direction? In an erection, of a 10-hour erection? Oh, but it's not supposed to be longer than 4 hours? I mean, where are we really going? We lowered ourselves to animal level. We didn't rise above it. I mean, it's just sad. Bruce, in your life, I mean, you saw it all too. And you've been involved with certain situations where it attacked you as well. You know, truth is really hard because nobody wants it out there. And
right.
if it was out there, it could only make things better. I mean, if the whole world knew we were dealing with aliens at a serious level, it might become important. We might agree with a space army and different things, but for a real reason. Not because, well, Trump said he wants an army, space army, to go to Mars. Why do we need to go to Mars? Did anybody tell the world why? Maybe the world's going to be destroyed and they want a few people to be saved. I mean, what's the real reason? Jesse Ventura was an idol to me when he was doing his show. He went after the facts all the time. He was on for 2 years, and then finally they got to him. When they killed Fred Bell, the last show that Fred Bell was on, when you saw that, did you see that, Bruce?
Which, the last what?
When Jesse Ventura was with Fred Bell?
No, I didn't. I didn't see that.
2 days later, Fred Bell was dead in his hotel room. All right. The beginning of that show, the opening line was, Jesse goes to Fred, well, aren't you worried about the government coming after you? And then Fred Bell says, no, I work for the government. And then Jesse Ventura goes to him, but what about me? He goes, well, you're a high figure. They can't come after you. And then they got into the whole Tesla's weapons and everything, that show. Mm-hmm. 2 days later, before Fred Bell left his hotel room, he was found dead. So, yeah, I mean, the truth's out there, and people that try to bring... See, I don't attack the government in general because they're protecting the rich people. That's all they care about. And that's all they're getting paid to do. If they were getting paid to protect the poor people, they'd be protecting us, but they're not. And do we have the money to do it? The same as the Philippine Islands. They slaughter 10,000 dolphins every month. And I can't think of his name. The one that trained Flipper, he created the movie The Cove. He said, look, how much would you want to stop killing it? They said, if you give us $50 million, we'll stop killing the dolphins. So it's all about money. They sell the teeth. I mean, it's just horrible. But we can't stop it. And then we got the Animal Society, Humane Society saying, no, sign a document that stop them killing the dolphins, stop them from killing the whales. Sending a letter to another country is like sneezing in the wind. Unless you get an army and go over there and stop it, it's not going to stop. The Japanese slaughter whales daily. They got a cannon boat on the ocean, which is illegal. You think the government stops it? No. I mean, Greenpeace tries to, and they're called a terrorist group. In Japan, they got in the schools, I don't know if you know this, Bruce, but they serve real dolphins, not the fish, the food to the children in schools. They got whale restaurants. So tell me, who's going to stop that? I mean, it's sickening. Right. It's just horrible. And that's just one little thing I call a big thing in my viewpoint. But to people, oh, well, that's Japan. Well, the whales are almost extinct. They said one place in the Antarctic, one species of whales didn't come there this year. I wonder why. Now, here in Hawaii, we got the HARP system, and they put these black boxes along the shoreline. So now the dolphins don't come in there anymore. So why are they doing this? There's reasons why the government does everything. And I say, you have to be realistic. They don't do things because they want to try something out. They'll say they're trying it out. They just want to make sure that it's doing what they want it to do. They drop bombs in Hawaii to test them and things like that. I mean, there's a lot of things going on here. We are the number one self-defense for the United States. We're the first center of an attack. So, yeah, it has to be up to par. But what, and who is responsible for that, and who has to pay the problems because of that is us, people. And here's something that people don't know. In Hawaii, and it's on the news like every couple months, 8 out of 10 people are going to come down with a lung disease or respiratory problem before they die. Is that a nice thing to know? And then they just came out with something about cancer now here. So we're in a toxic level of air, pollution, and chemtrails and all that. And people are still dormant. Well, what's a chemtrail? Look up right now. You'll see them in the sky. Oh, isn't that a comtrail? Do you know the difference between a chemtrail and a comtrail? I wrote to Congress. I got a letter back. Please send your emails to this email address. And I said, no, I'm not going to do that, because who knows what that address is going to do to me. But again, he sent back, well, a comtrail is this. I said, I know what a comtrail is. Do you know what a chemtrail is? And that's when he said, well, send to this government address. And I said, no, thank you. But again, Michael Murphy, who was the first person to really go out about chemtrails, about 15 years ago, I was friends with him because he was here in Hawaii for a couple of years. And I was shooting like hundreds of pictures of chemtrails and sending them to him, and everybody else was. And he went around the world to Congress, to governments. Not one person in any country would speak to him about chemtrails. Not one. But I found out, not recently, but Russia is the only country in the world that does not allow chemtrails over their country. They will not allow a plane to fly over their country to spray it, which every other country does. And what it's doing to the planet, Russia wants warmer weather. They're into global warming. I mean, they want to have 9 months of farming rather than 4 or 5 months of farming. So, yeah, they got their reasons for it. So we have this mentality of different races that if they learn to work together, like all these underground cities, which Jesse Ventura exposed, what they're doing underground, hydroponics farming wasn't created for us above ground. It was created for all those cities underground. And when I first learned what the word was, I went to Disney World, to Disneyland, and they have the hydroponics farm there where you drive a train through it. It was incredible. Mm-hmm. And they said 25% of the fruits and vegetables that are sold there is grown there, which I thought was really incredible. So in a closed-in environment, it's a perfect way to produce food. So we have technology, but it's not for the poor or the middle-class people. And until we recognize that the rich people have too much control over the poor people, it's so hard for us to step in. I mean, look what Trump did to the Native people when he first got in. They tortured and did all kinds of things to those Native people, fighting and standing there trying to protect their land. It was worse than the old days because they had helicopters flying over them in the middle of the night, 10 feet above their heads, blasting sound waves and steaming water at them, sending dogs on them all the time while they were chomping on them and things. It was horrible. And it got no press. Nothing Native American gets press on TV because the government's still all out to eliminate the Native Nation. And I know that. I got involved with that years ago. And Sargel and I were in Colorado. Oh, the other name I want.
90 seconds.
Oh, Bruce. Our time's up.
Yes.
Our time's up.
Okay.
It was a pleasure having you on. I want to bring you on again sometime. All right?
All right. Very good. Thank you so much. And I enjoyed listening to what you had to say.
Thank you so much for coming on. Till next time. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Yes, till next time. All right. Hopefully, TJ will be able to come on next time. It's a pleasure to have you here. We're trying to create things, but there's so much going on with Stargate to the Cosmos, which is becoming a really big thing now, and it's getting more publicity and more people getting involved. Check it out. I'm not going. I wish I would create one soon too, somewhere. But we'll see. It's funding. Love and light, everybody. Hope you have a good day, night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you are. Look for the truth always. Never settle for anything less. Peace.
Good night, Tommy.
Good night.